Marcus Aurelius was born into privilege. He was a Roman emperor who ruled during the 2nd century. He had access to almost anything he could have ever wanted, but he wasn't happy. And so he wrote his thoughts in a book called Meditations. But meditation wasn't published until 1500 years after he died. And in the book he writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So let's break down this quote and look at 10 things you should do every morning if you want to improve your life. Welcome to the channel. Let's get into the video. Number 1, the power of your thoughts. The power lies in you. You always have a choice over how you react to any situation. This is a phrase from the ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus, and it's an important thing to keep in mind in the morning. Our first thoughts are the ones that set the tone for the rest of the day, and Marcus Aurelius says that we should all think about how we would die if it were today. If we wake up in the morning and immediately start thinking about all the things that we need to do, the problems we need to solve, and the deadlines we need to meet, we'll feel overwhelmed and stressed. But if we take a step back and remind ourselves that we have the power to choose how we respond to these things, we can start the day feeling calm and focused. When we realize that we're in control of our thoughts and reactions, we can choose to approach our problems with a positive attitude. We can also choose to appreciate the good things in our lives no matter how difficult things might be. Number 2, don't react, respond. Think before you speak. Before you react to something, take a moment to stop and think about what you're saying. This is important because sometimes we say things without thinking, and we end up causing more problems than we solve. This is a lesson that the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus learned the hard way. One day he was walking through the marketplace when he heard a man shouting and cursing at him. Epictetus could have easily responded with anger and violence, but instead, he stopped and asked the man why he was so upset. It turned out that the man had lost his wallet and was looking for someone to blame. When Epictetus realized that the man was just looking for someone to vent his frustration on, he took a deep breath and calmly explained that it wasn't his fault. The man was so surprised by Epictetus's calm response that he stopped shouting and started apologizing for his behavior. By taking a moment to pause and think before responding, Epictetus was able to diffuse a potentially volatile situation and turn it into a positive learning experience. Number 3, control what you can. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He meant that the only thing we can truly control is our thoughts and actions, not what happens around us. So in the morning, we should remind ourselves of this and focus on what we can control. For example, we can't control the weather, but we can control how we react to it. If it's raining, we can either get upset, or we can put on a raincoat and go for a walk in the rain. We can't control other people, but we can control how we interact with them. If someone is rude to us, we can either respond with anger, or we can choose to be kind and understanding. By focusing on what we can control, we can reduce our stress and anxiety and start the day feeling more positive and focused. Number 4, find your ikigai. The Japanese concept of ikigai, which roughly translates to reason for being, is a helpful guide for finding meaning and purpose in life. Essentially, there are 4 elements to this idea. First, what you love doing, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. In essence, ikigai is the point where all 4 of these elements converge. This is where your passion, skill, obligations, and profession come together to form your unique path in life. According to this idea, life is more than just staying alive. Instead, it's about actively pursuing what gives your existence meaning. This is something that can change over time, and it requires introspection and exploration of your various interests and abilities. It's not a destination, but a journey of discovering what truly fulfills and satisfies you. To find your ikigai, ask yourself questions like, what do I love doing? What am I good at? What does the world need? And what can I be paid for? As you explore these questions, look for areas of overlap and commonality. These could be your starting points in the journey of finding your ikigai. Once you have a better understanding of your ikigai, you can begin to align your daily actions with it. This doesn't happen overnight. It's a gentle unfolding, done day by day. But with dedication and honor to your true calling, you'll discover a life rich in meaning and satisfaction. Number 5. The quest for ikigai. The Japanese term ikigai encompasses the reasons and motivations for living a life. It's derived from 4 elements that represent the balance between what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Finding your ikigai is a lifelong quest. It's about unearthing the unique combination of these elements that define your place in the world. It's not just a career choice or a job, but a profound understanding of how your skills and passions can contribute to society and bring you financial stability. This quest is deeply personal and can evolve over time as your interests and abilities develop. To embark on this journey, reflect on your strengths, values, and aspirations. Identify the areas where your talents intersect with the needs of the world. Explore different avenues to see where your interests lie. Consider the kind of impact you want to make and the value you want to bring. Remember, your ikigai is not a static destination, but a dynamic guidepost. It invites you to continually grow, adapt, and refine your understanding of yourself and your purpose. Number 6. Quality of your morning. Seneca once wrote, "All the time you possess is truly yours, but how frequently do we squander it?" He was right. Our days slip through our fingers like grains of sand unless we make a conscious effort to hold on to them. The secret to seizing our time starts with the quality of our mornings. Your morning routine plays a pivotal role in how you navigate the rest of your day. That's why the quality of your morning is crucial. If you wake up feeling disoriented, rushed, and overwhelmed by a to-do list that stretches endlessly into the horizon, your day will likely follow suit. On the other hand, if you begin your day with intention, mindfulness, and a clear sense of purpose, you set the stage for a cascade of positive experiences. Waking up early is about more than just squeezing in extra tasks before the sun reaches its zenith. It's about reclaiming your day, designing a morning that nourishes your mind, body, and spirit, and establishing a rhythm that carries you through the day with grace and focus. 7. Get enough sleep. One of the most important things we can do for our health and well-being is to get enough sleep. When we don't get enough sleep, we're more likely to be grumpy, impatient, and unable to focus on the tasks at hand. But when we get enough sleep, we're better able to deal with whatever life throws our way. So in the morning, we should remind ourselves of this and make sure we get enough sleep the night before. It's easier said than done, though. There are so many distractions in our lives that can keep us up at night, from social media to TV to work. But we have to make a conscious effort to disconnect from these distractions and wind down for the night. This might mean reading a book, taking a bath, or spending time with loved ones. Whatever you do, make sure it's relaxing and enjoyable. 8. The art of doing nothing. The idea of doing nothing seems counterintuitive in a culture that values busyness and productivity, but doing nothing can actually be one of the most productive things we can do. When we take time to do nothing, we give our minds a chance to rest and recharge. We allow ourselves to be bored, to daydream, to let our thoughts wander. And in doing so, we often find that we're more creative, more focused, and more energetic when we do decide to do something. In the morning, we should remind ourselves of this and make sure to carve out time to do nothing. This might mean sitting in silence for a few minutes, going for a walk without any headphones on, or simply allowing ourselves to be bored. It might seem unproductive at first, but trust us, it will pay off in the long run. 9. Simple pleasures. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." He was right. Life is full of simple pleasures that we often take for granted, like the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds singing, or the taste of a cup of coffee. In the morning, we should remind ourselves of this and make sure to savor the simple pleasures of life. This might mean taking a few moments to appreciate the beauty of your surroundings, listening to your favorite song, or enjoying a delicious breakfast. It's important to make time for these things, even if we're busy. After all, life is made up of these little moments. Number 10. Stoic mindset. The Stoic mindset is a way of approaching life that emphasizes virtue, resilience, and inner peace. It's a philosophy that can help us navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and dignity. At its core, the Stoic mindset is about accepting the things we can't control and focusing on the things we can. It's about recognizing that life is full of suffering and uncertainty, but also that it's full of beauty and wonder. In the morning, we should remind ourselves of this and make sure to adopt a Stoic mindset. This means focusing on the things we can control, like our thoughts and actions, and letting go of the things we can't. It also means accepting the challenges and setbacks that life throws our way and using them as opportunities to grow and learn. If you liked this video, you'll love the videos we've got coming up. Click the subscribe button now so you don't miss them.